Okay, so I'm here with my Chaos deck. It's the best deck ever, so yeah, let's start.
How'd you do today in the tournament?
Not too well, but I did top a Wii tournament last week. I just got sacked by some faggot kid over there. Anyway,
Hey, I'm not a kid. I'm older than you.
doesn't matter. Okay, so I'll start with the deck. So Dark Arm, Boss Monster, Tour Guide makes it live. It's looking good. BLS signed by Fraser Smith. It's really good. Triple Sword because you run a lot of Darks and Lights and it's Chaos deck, and it's usually live.
The Forge, BLS signed by Fraser Smith is Forge.
Okay. Then you have one Caius because it's good. I think two would be way too many. Then there's Gores. Trag, it's cool, but sometimes I don't like it. I don't know. Just overall, I think we should play it. Then you have Triple Max C because the meta.
You might want to explain
Baylor.
some of your choices other than saying it's good.
Like,
One Trag.
Yeah.
Why would you go on a 2-2 ratio with Valor and Max C?
why wouldn't I do that?
Why did you go with a 2-2 ratio over a 3-1 ratio?
3-1 ratio because Rabbit's more present and Valor's not effective against Rabbit. And same thing against Plants. I'd rather Max C to play than Valor most of the time.
Okay.
And then Dark Worlds, like, they're both pretty bad against them, but if I had to pick between a Max C and a Valor in hand, I'd rather have Max C. Then you have Triple Ryo, because it's a really good turn 1 play, it stops your opponent from searching. You can just tribute it and negate stuff. Smash does kill it, but that's okay.
Smash kills
You
everything.
forced to smash.
Exactly. Triple Reaper, because you can stall with it, you can push, you play a lot of monster removal, like you play Deep Prisons, you play Warnings, you play Smashes, you play like other stuff, just get rid of monsters and you can poke them. Or you can just stall. Like, even against Circle, you can just sit on this and then...
Or then you can exceed with them and lose.
Yeah, yeah. Then you have Triple Tour Guide for your rank 3s and just make good plays. And Sangan to go with the Tour Guides. Then 2 Alchemist. It lets you bring back your move from play stuff so you can use BLS and Dark Arm more than once in the game. And becomes an 18 beater, so like...
If you want, you can also like remove your BLS engrave with for Chaos Sorcerer to get it back.
Exactly,
That's
then you
kinda
summon
cool.
this, and then this dies, and you take back your BLS.
Gets a light too.
Exactly, and then you
Gets over
have,
Tengu.
then you have DD Warrior Lady, because it's really good. You can set it turn 1, they attack into it with Rye, you're like, okay, remove, I win. Also, you can loop it with Levier, just be careful because your opponent can also bring it back with Levier, so it's just something to take note of. Then Mole, because it shits on Xyz and Synchros, and just good to get rid of big monsters, like if agents go turn 1 Venus, you can summon this, bounce the Gachi, and then you're in a decent position, like they don't have the Gachi, so you just eliminated the plus.
Oh, okay. I thought it was...
Also against Rabbit, it forces their other removal, so it's good. Then for spells, you have Allure to go through the deck and remove stuff. You have Book, because it stops plays, and it's good. Double Smash for monster removal, because this deck does sometimes have trouble with cards like Ryo or Kaiku.
Or Grappa.
Smash Graph.
Then Dark Hole, Staple, Reborn, Heavy Staple. I don't play MSTs because I'm not too worried about the back rows most of the time. And like, I mean, if they warning my Sork or pretty much anything that isn't a tour guide, and sometimes even tour guide, I'm in a really good position. So it's pretty much like all my boss monsters are MSTs that burn for 2,000 if they warn them. So it's pretty cool. Then Torrential to clear the field. Dutch Shoot German to rape their hand. Solemns to rape their field.
It also burns their families.
Traps them.
What are you talking about? Gas stuff?
And then
You just activated.
It's hostile part.
Double Deep Prison, it's monster removal, it's good. You can remove the Ryle, let's say, when they attack, and then you bring it back with Levier, and you just...
How do you feel about Deep Prison over Sakura's Armor? No, it's just say why Deep Prison is good
Well,
against
because
Zen
Deep
mains.
Prison removes their monsters, and it gets rid of Zen mains. Like, they kind of get with stuff like Stardust or anything else that negates destruction.
And why'd you choose Deep Prison over Bottomless?
Because I feel that if I'm to top deck this over Deep Prison and they're beating me down, I like this better. Like, yes, Bottomless is better against Rabbit, but this is still pretty decent.
Okay.
And this also gets rid of stuff like Sangan if it's poking, or like a Mole, for example.
Or Reaper and then
Fridge.
And then Tech Compulse, because it gets rid of Xyz and Synchros, and it's super chainable. I would consider playing a random Bottomless over this, but, you know, I think this is better right now. And then for extra deck, you play 1 Zen Mains,
Yes.
1 Levier. I'd consider playing 2, but I only have 1, and I think 1's okay. And then Giga Brilliant, it's fucking good. It's amazing. It's a light, and it boosts all your monsters by 300.
Who gave you the idea to play it?
I believe you did.
Oh, okay.
Guess who gave the idea to that guy?
Not me.
Not me.
Anyway, so yeah, it's a light. You boost all your monsters. So if you have this in Rider, like, okay, my Rider's 2200. Suck my dick.
You can also note that the boost is permanent.
Your Reaper is 600
Exactly. So like,
attack.
even if this dies and your other monsters are still in the field, they keep the boost.
Your DD Warrior Lady is 1900.
Yeah, exactly, and it's a light.
Whatever.
Okay, shut up.
And it's attack and defense.
No, it's just attack for the boost.
Permanently.
My bad.
And then you have Leviathan, because rank 3 and it's a beater. Then Roach Utopia, because the rank 4s, I rarely make them. Because most of the time, if I have 2 monsters that are level 4, it's going to be something like Alchemist and Warrior Lady or Alchemist and Ryo. And I'm not going to want to get rid of those to make a rank 4. So these are just like for desperate plays. Then Synchros, you have Army Arm, because you can make it with Tour Guide and Veiler, or Reaper and Veiler, and then just make this
And you
in
play
BLS.
BLS.
Exactly, and you play BLS. Then Catastor, it's the only level 5 you need. I don't know what Corny Waller is thinking. Like, he's playing Veiler and level 4s. I don't know why he would decide that he doesn't want to play Catastor. But that's just me. And then Bionic, again, you rarely make it, but it's there just in case. Arcanite, you can make this with Veiler and Sork. So you go, yeah, it's amazing. You go, okay, Sork, remove monster, then Veiler, pop 2, and then you win. Or you could even just attack over then pop 2. Then you play Ancient Fairy for Dark Worlds mostly, and just, Rabbit because they're only out of Smash. Then Black Rose, Stardust, Strap, and Trish because they're staples in the extra deck.
Why don't you play Magical Android?
There's no space and there's no need.
So before we go, what would you feel is the deck's best matchup and the deck's worst matchup?
Plans are pretty easy matchup. Dark World is okay, just you gotta be careful that they don't have a virus. If Dark World doesn't have a virus to change when you remove the Grapha, then you should be able to win, but sometimes you have it. Rapid, I feel Rabbit's the worst matchup, but at the same time it's not that terrible. Like Laggy and Dolka hurts this deck pretty bad. But you play Compulse, you play Smash, you play stuff to force their removal. And so yeah, make sure to subscribe to my channel, check out my contest, and like my videos. Thanks, bye.